We are essentially in the middle of nowhere, and we are about to arrive at Payne Skate Park, a fitting name for the kind of park we're about to be at. No skater in their right mind would drive an hour to get to this park when I have so many good ones near me, but luckily this video is sponsored by Squarespace, so thank you for covering the cost of this drive, Squarespace, and more on that later, but let's check it out and let's hope it's not wet because it did rain last night. We've officially arrived. It's not gonna take long to go through the entire skate park because you're looking at the entire thing. There is exactly 6 obstacles at this park, starting with this bench. Second is this quarter pipe, and there's Woodward stickers all over these ramps, so maybe these are Woodward designed ramps. I've never seen a pyramid transition this skinny that leads straight into a quarter pipe, but also there are 2 types of prefab skate parks. This one I have seen way less than the other one, but this is one that we actually did have in South Carolina growing up, a few ramps like this. This to me actually looks like a lot of fun. Hopefully it dries up quickly. And then there's this rail, which actually seems like it has a bit of weight to it, unlike a lot of prefab obstacles. So, shall we just get started? I won't be coming back here. It's an hour drive to the skate park, and it doesn't have anything unique that the parks around me doesn't have. Plus, there's kind of cracks in the ground here and there, and it's just a strange environment. I think when the cop pulled up, it caused me a bit of concern, because usually cops pull up for 2 reasons. 1, they're making sure that you're not up to anything bad, or 2, they're making sure you're safe from other things going on. That being said, I actually do enjoy all the obstacles on their own, except for the tall flat bar, the one that's the most unique part of the park. I actually like the least. It's just tall, and the run up and everything about the flat bar is difficult. I want to get some tricks that I'm really proud of. If I don't do it here, I'll just go to a different park and do it by the end of this video, but I'm gonna skate this bench right here, and then I'm gonna skate the launch off the ramp, how I was doing the flip tricks off. For these 2 obstacles, I'm gonna try to do maybe like 5 to 10 tricks each, and try to do some level up tricks, try to do some good ones that I'm proud of. But first, before we get into the difficult tricks of the session, a word from our sponsor, Squarespace. It is the time of year, summer, where I'm about to launch some new merchandise, and thankfully there are websites like Squarespace that can make it super easy to build your own universe. So I can have my own online store, I can do my own blog, I can do anything I want, and it gets into the SEO easier if you have a website. So if I put John Hill all over it, and people search John Hill, they'll likely find my website over most things. As soon as I launch the merchandise, I'll also be launching an email campaign, which is the best way to engage with your audience nowadays, because on YouTube there's an algorithm that decides email campaigns. Anyone who signs up gets the email, so look forward to that. It's also so simple and easy to build a nice, pretty websites because they have award-winning templates just ready to go. So if you want to have a pretty looking page and be like, look how credible I am, then they'll have the infrastructure for you to do that very easily. Also, if you have a domain that you already have for a different website, or you just want to buy one, you can just do it on the site. You just type in whatever name you want, like ilikebutts.org, and they'll give you the price right there. You can just buy it straight from there, and boom, you got the website, you got the domain, it's all yours. If you want to sign up, you can go to squarespace.com/JohnHill to get 10% off your first purchase or domain, or go to the link in the description down below. Just click that link and boom, there you go. Or you can just try it for free. You can go to the website, do a trial, and yeah, if you like it, sign up. Okay, on to the session. Dude, I can't. Okay, so here's why skating parks like this is actually kind of worth it sometimes. That ended up being a really, really fun session. The front 360, I've never done a 360 that smooth, I think, like off of a ramp, and then the big heel, trick I haven't done in forever. And then as I started trying it, I was getting really close almost like every single try, and I realized I should do this trick more. So sometimes parks like this kind of force you to try tricks that you're not really used to, and then you kind of realize, oh my God, that should be a trick on my regiment. Penis. I remember uploading a video on my Progress Daily channel of my friends going to the Sumter skate park. This is a skate park that I actually grew up skating, and as you can tell, a lot of the ramps are very, very similar. And I remember the plastic benches, like the one I skated today, being very street, even to the point where we would film in our local video parks on the benches at the park, which is technically a no-no because they are skate park benches, even though they look very real and they have that rubber plastic that a lot of real benches have. But I actually ended up liking this 2-stair metal ledge even more because it held a grind so well. To do a 5-0 kickflip like I did, especially a back 5-0 kickflip, you need a really, really, really sharp edge, and sometimes it's really fun to find something like that so that you can hold tricks like, you know, just a good 5-0. It feels really good across that smooth metal ledge. And if you're also wondering why a skate park like this isn't so good, it's because of the flow of the park mostly. So if you see the big quarter pipe, it leads nicely into the pyramid ramp, but it's barely fast enough to clear the flat part of the ramp if you would want to. If you come from the other side, you're definitely not going fast enough to clear the flat part of the pyramid. So once you get to the other side, there's no flow back. You're kind of just stuck onto the other side. The bench is in a rough place because it's right on a crack. So if you're trying to come straight at the ledge, it's not gonna go well. Then also you can't skate the ledge really well from the other side because there's a crack there as well. So they just kind of picked the worst spot for the bench. It would have been better just over there, like on the other side where there's all this extra room. I'm not sure what they were thinking with the flat rail, having it at an angle like that, but if you land on the flat rail, you basically roll straight into the grass or the dirt. And if you're coming from the side that I came to skate the flat bar, you have to curve in at a weird angle. Plus the flat bar itself is actually in the way of the 2-stair ledge. You can see that I have to kind of curve awkwardly just to get to the bench. And all the flow in the skate park is pretty much as bad as it could be. Yeah, I think at this point we only have 2 or 3 more skate parks in all of the DFW area to skate, and I swear there's like 40, which is crazy, which makes it amazing to live here, obviously, because there's just park after park after park, and I get to kind of change it up as consistently as I want to keep the videos entertaining for you. But that's it. I'm moving on from this park, and eventually I will kind of build a whole web page that showcases all the parks. It'll have a map. It'll be like this really cool thing that I'll do for all the parks that I visit in the future, because obviously I do plan on traveling a lot of the country coming up soon. And then eventually, obviously, I want to travel to other countries, but I'm just in such a flow right now that I'm like, well, I'm moving tomorrow. So yeah, my life is busy. So every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for a new video on this channel. In the next video, I will be officially moved into a new place in the same area. So we're still in Texas, in DFW, and I'm so stoked for it, but more space. Hopefully we can, I don't know. I'm not gonna babble. That's it. I'll see you next time. Take care, Progress Daily, and keep killing it.